Hi guys, I'm back. Welcome to Pumla's Recaps, and I'm Pumla. Hey guys, I know it's been a while, I've been gone, but I'm back. And I'm not gonna get into all of that, but since the last time you guys saw me or heard from me via my podcast, I have had a birthday. I'm officially 35. I'm 35, guys. My gosh, it sounds so old, but getting old is a gift that is not denied. So we need to be grateful for each and every birthday. Anyway, I'm not gonna get deep. This is not a deep show. So, what I want to do is, guys, I'm watching a number of shows, right? But I don't want to dedicate one episode of my show to one show that I'm watching. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to recap 3 shows. We're going to do Ultimate Girls Trip. The latest episodes, I know I've been gone. These shows started in my absence, but I'm only going to recap the shows that we saw this week from Sunday. Yeah, from Sunday till today. So we're gonna do Ultimate Girls Trip, Married at First Sight, and Izingane Zesthembu. So yeah, let's get into it. So guys, Ultimate Girls Trip. This show is so funny. I like the girls they picked. I like them. The thing I don't like, the direction that I don't like with all housewives show is the separation, the divide. It's getting old, it's getting old. It needs to stop. Yes. It really does need to stop. It's boring, man. It's because now also the discourse on social media, you need to be you team A or you team B. I'm over it. I'm tired. It's happening on New Jersey. We saw it all throughout from Potomac to I am over it. Over it. But anyway, so what I want to say is I don't have much to say about Ultimate Girls Trip, honestly. I just enjoy watching the show. I don't analyze it like deeply. I just enjoy watching it because we have a bunch of crazies. But what I will say is I get that why people are mad or annoyed with Nonku. But what I do want to say is Nonku is doing what needs to be done if you really follow reality TV. It's either, and I don't know if she's doing it herself. I'm sorry about that. My nose is running. Sorry. It's either she's a production plant or she herself decided to put on the production cap, right? Because she's driving the story. We need to keep it moving. We can't keep arguing about Mel and her bag, right? We need to. Londi's here, fresh meat. Let's get on her and we carry on. But I get why people are upset or annoyed with her. And as a former fan, I mean, I get it. I would be too. Sorry, guys, I'm drinking tea. It's getting cold. But she needs to do this, and I understand why. If she was told by production to do it, I get why. Nonku understands TV. She understands making TV. She's the oldest housewife, not in terms of age. She's not the oldest housewife in terms of age, but she is like the longest running housewife in Africa. She's the only one who has 4 seasons under her belt, right? Crystal has 2, Letaba has 2, most have 1, and yeah, so she's the longest running. She understands TV, but does she always execute it well? No. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. This time she doesn't, and that is why it's annoying people. But what I will say is, yeah, I've denounced my stanship for Nonku. I'm over it. I'm just a viewer of the show now. I don't stan anyone. I do enjoy Ulasi though, I won't lie, I do enjoy her. But I'm just a viewer who has no a vested interest in anyone in particular. I just enjoy the show. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, guys, it's not that deep, honestly. It is not. So if you catch me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because, I'm not used to this. And I watched the show like when Monday. So yeah, so I feel like let's just enjoy it. Also, investing so much in these storylines is such a waste because there's not going to be a reunion. We're not going to get a resolve. If the show ends, and it is going to end next week, and we're gonna leave Jamaica with Nonku hating, with Londi hating Nonku. That's just it. They're not gonna get to sit down and talk about it, unless they both come back to the next season of, and they don't even discuss Ultimate Girls Trip. I don't think so. Yeah, what I will say is just enjoy the show, and yeah, let's move on to Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight Mzansi, season 1. Because Married at First Sight South Africa, we already had a season, and boy was it bad. I don't know, I can't even remember which year it was, but I remember specifically watching that show, and it didn't end well. I don't think any of those couples stayed married. But yeah, anyway, they revived the show. It's much better. We love it. So the therapy session between Uzitobile and Thami. You know what? I like Uzitobile, but she should have never gotten married. Girl has a lot of work to do on her own first before uniting with anyone. And that's just me as a viewer. I'm not a therapist. I didn't go to school for that. I know nothing about that. But so they discuss each other's pet peeves and whatnot. But from Thami, like Thami's not she. Thami is a he, guys. Thami is a he. Okay. Apparently, but Thami, the things that he said about Uzitobile, like, it wasn't, if you look at it like that, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, okay, I get it. Some people OCD, whatever. But in relation to this union, for me, it just felt like he was digging at her hygiene, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but that's just how it felt to me. Because her pet peeves were so light, like bubblegum, things. But their issues are deep, and I think the main issue is that they're not attracted to each other, and we can see it through the TV. They were happy that they're there, but each one was not expecting to receive this one as a partner. They both would rather have other people, but nonetheless they chose them, but I wonder now, I'm starting to wonder, were they chosen for the purpose of entertainment? Because why did you get the others, sort of right? I'm not going to say right because we don't know. We're not at the end of the season yet. We don't know if they stay together or not. But yeah, I wonder if they just put them together just for the entertainment factor. Like, let's get 3 right and 1 wrong. I don't know, maybe. So D and Kutso. I know D and Kuto are a lot of people's favorite. They're not particularly mine. D, I can see why both of their past relationships failed. You can see it. I mean, if you have eyes, you can see. This one is bossy. This one is too quiet. He doesn't speak his feelings. So no one wants to be in a relationship with people like that. But I hope they find, we're going to see actually this week on Sunday, it's going to go down with them. Because even this episode, they're not on the same page, but it's going to get progressively worse next season. And Uti needs to decide if she's over her baby daddy or not, because every other sentence, Zion's dad, Zion's dad, Zion's dad. Girl. And I have a baby daddy. The only time I speak about him, I don't think about that man. You know, so maybe also because we have a good co-parenting relationship. I don't know. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I just wish for her to decide to get married, she would have stopped, you know, and gotten over that relationship. But also her child is young, like maybe that was also a factor. The child is, because we saw now, I thought the child was older. I don't know why I thought the child was a bit older, but we saw in the video call that also that video call she had with the baby daddy. Why are you still angry at the guy for the way you speak to him? You still angry at him. And granted, you know, I don't know what you went through. It's okay to be angry at that person, but don't get married then, you know. You're still angry at him, and it's like you're forcing him to have an issue with your decision to get married. And when you first brought up that you're married, that guy literally said, "Oh, congratulations." But it's like you made it an issue, and when the conversation started, I did not pick up an issue from his side. I might be wrong, but that's just how I saw it as a viewer. But anyway, we'll get into them more next week, because we see at the boat ride it does not go well. But yeah, so okay, yeah, they met the parents and the friends, and yeah, whatever. So Makuma's mother, she's so pretty. So pretty, so young, so angry. I understand. Yeah, she's not happy about this marriage thing, but what parent would be though? I mean, yeah, you know. And it was nice to see the mothers this season. I mean, this episode, it was nice. So I'm guessing next, or when they're back from the vacation, we're gonna meet the other parents. But yeah, and then they're bangers, guys. They're bangers. It's not nice in the banger household. Oh, shame, man. I also don't care for them much, but I mean, I want to see all these couples stay married, you know, for the sake of science, you know, for the sake of the experiment. I want to see them stay married, actually last, and be happy in their marriages. I don't have to like them, but I'm just saying that's the outcome I want for them, is to stay married if they want to, and if it's healthy for them. Okay, but yeah, the bangers are not doing well. And when Makumo explained what was going on, listen, I hear both their sides, and I feel like they're both valid in feeling the way they're feeling. But yeah, like she said, man of approach is very important. You can literally derail an entire conversation by how you speak to somebody. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. I get Makumo on that point, but also Tawang's also right. You can't move like that and not speak to me when you know I'm depending on you to do something for me. If you can't do it anymore, just let me know in time, you know, and then we'll figure out a plan. But I hear them, and I hope they sort it out. But yeah. Anyway, so the other two couples also arrive, and what happened? Oh, they arrived and they're drinking. You know, Thami. Guys, Thami got upset, like that champagne thing. He got upset because Zito really wouldn't pour champagne for him. You know what? This is, I don't know, that I can think of. This is the second time. Remember that earlier in the season, Thami was upset that Uzito really wouldn't take off his gown, and now she must pour champagne for him. I'm sorry, if I'm out with my man, he's the one refilling my drink. That's just how it's always been in my relationships. Or maybe they're trying to get me drunk, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's never been with, oh babe, no. Like, baby, can I top up your wine? Anyway, in my soft era that I've always been in, it's like, yeah, thank you. Why did I see Thami in my face when I said, yeah, thank you? Anyway, yeah. Maybe I should not recap Married at First Sight, guys. Time is just, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to Izingane Zesthembu, and this is season 2, episode 12. I'm guessing this is like the second last episode. I think don't they usually do like 13 episodes? So not much happened this season, right? It was just Mpumelelo carrying the show basically, and I know Sne, they carry the show on their backs. But okay, at the beginning of the show, they're going for the gala dinner the gala dinner, yes, they go out for it. Everyone is looking good, and so Oviki, I mean, for TV, it makes sense why Vicky's there. You know, it gets us talking. You love it or hate it. It's conversation, and I feel like that's what. It's nothing. It's just this top is small. So I get it, for TV, Vicky makes sense, but in actual reality, it doesn't make sense, right? Because I feel like she's there to fight her own battles and to fight Vuyo's battles. And it's like, think about it like this, like in actual real life, think about it like this. Your brother's ex, because now Vuyo's an ex, right? Your brother's ex brings another ex for you. Like, I would be so bored. I wouldn't even entertain it. As a sister, I wouldn't entertain it. Like, leave me out of it. I don't care. I do not care. But so Umpumelelo, guys. Umpumelelo is such for what he wants to build. He is such a weak. He has a weak character. He doesn't own up to anything. Ooh. Like, he has a weak character, man. You know, to men who, even from young ages, and that's it, you know. But he chooses to keep quiet, and Obaba Kageko to articulate his thoughts for him. So unfortunately, he can't speak. Like, he's just sitting there. It's like, guys, this Timbo. He might have his Timbo one day, but it's not going to be with these girls. Utrelona is probably going to leave. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Usne. Here's Usne. Usne's obviously had a few classes of Bev by now. You can see the eyes are bloodshot. You can see, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's an adult, full-grown mother of 2. Do whatever you want. You're on holiday, you know. But in the Mina, I don't even want to dive deep into it and analyze her mentally or whatever. But what I will say is, in King Azarasne Z2, okay, yes, she might have had like childhood trauma, and I'm sorry for that, whatever she went through. But her issues now, present day today, I mean, I know trauma doesn't go away, but I'm saying, as viewers, what we're seeing on TV, Usne is jealous of her siblings. She is jealous of them because, and she still has the chance. I don't know why she doesn't even realize it. I think she feels like when her time came around, so now her dad won't do for her what he's doing for the others, like taking them to school, buying them cars or whatever. And Anyway, I feel like, okay, I know social media tries to demonize Musa Mseleku in terms of Usne and the other kids, but Usne, it's literally up to her if she would prove what she's responsible. I'm sure her dad can give her a job. Give her a job. Right? But I mean, they gave her a house and we saw the state of that house. If she was responsible enough, I don't see why Umusa wouldn't have gotten her a job, a car, all of these things, but no. So also people need to criticize Umusa to a point, because Usne, where is Sne's accountability in all of that criticism? She did this to herself, guys. Like, no. She can still fix it. That's the problem. But she's going to sit in her victimhood. That's the other problem. She's going to sit in her victimhood, even though she can literally still fix this. There's so much time. She's not even 30 yet, and she can still fix it. But will she? I don't. I hope so, but I don't think so, because I don't think, But yeah, because the only thing Snape believes in, it's not responsibility, it's not accountability. The only thing Snape believes in is indoda. Snape believes in indoda Shem. I listened to that podcast that she was on this week. Oh my gosh, Snape believes in indoda, guys. So it's not gonna change. She's gonna stay a victim and uzohlala jola. Those are the two constants that are going to be in Sne's life. Victim, Nindot, period. I hope she proves me wrong, but yeah, I don't know. And as a big sister, also, you can't want the authority of being a big sister just by virtue of when you were born. If you're not responsible, you don't care, you go and live at the boyfriend's house for so long, and then now you come back and sit in Tina as the younger ones. Like, oh, we'll sissy. No, we don't care. We're not even living our own lives, but you want authority over them, and it's not gonna work. It won't work. She doesn't deserve that. Also, she needs to work for it. If she really wants it, she needs to work for it and prove herself. Because, guys, I am your older sister, but I don't see that happening. So anyway, so next season next season hopefully next season we see difference. Next episode, the baby mamas face off. I wonder what triggers it, because like, Vuyo, what are you fighting for? Because you've left, right? So okay, I get I get it, but I'm just a believer with the, if you've decided to leave a situation, why are you fighting? So that is such a waste of energy. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Anyway, that brings me to the end of our triple recap. I try to speed it up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much if you've watched this far. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll do this again. It probably won't be on camera. I'll just do a podcast. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.